But this year's inductees is another well-rounded class. You know, we have racers, volunteers, sponsors, just a great class. So these are the plaques or plates that will be at Captain Ron's. We actually had to add a new wall last year because we ran out of room. So, but they're always going to be down there. So it's really exciting to put these names up. Our first inductee, and I don't believe that Mike is here, but Mike Gordo Gordon.
Yes.
Mike is a longtime racer, always been a part of racing, had a brain aneurysm that really set him aside, but he fought back, and now he's racing again. And Mike is just another one of these quality people that are going to be inducted into the Shootout Hall of Fame. Our next inductee, John Teichman. John was the owner of Shooters 21 for a number of years, and he was probably one of the last members of that organization that hosted the Shootout for 19 years, and we're very proud to induct John.
He was also the one that got Budweiser involved, was he not?
He did, you're right. He was the one that brought on Budweiser, which really took the Shootout from one level to another level. And of course, they've been one of our proud sponsors for a number of years, so we're very happy. And speaking of which, and it's a good year to do this, but Missouri Eagle, our Budweiser distributor, is our corporate sponsor this year, or corporate inductee this year. And again, they were responsible for taking us to another level back when it was at Shooters 21, and they've been with us ever since, and just been a great sponsor for us. I don't think anybody's here from this.
Yep.
Oh, you are? I'm so sorry. Come on up here. There you go. I apologize.
Oh, you're fine.
But thank you so much. Is there anything you'd like to say?
I really have, we've been there from day one, and, when we started this thing, the only reason we were in it was because of the, what's good for the lake. And when they started it, it could be a good thing. And it sure did turn out that way. And we had fun doing it. We weren't in a position where we had a lot of money to do it at the time. But I said, hey, we can run your VIP section because we'd like to drink and people do that. I'm telling you, we had some good times in that VIP area because it was fun. But I'm really glad it survived and through the rough years and turned out to be one of the biggest in the country and the world, obviously. But glad to have AV. When we got them on board, it really helped a lot where I didn't have to do it all. But we really enjoyed it and just love the sport and appreciate what you've done for us and for the program. Thank you all.
Absolutely, thank you. Our next inductee, Ruben and Scott from Central Power and Rigging of the Ozarks. I don't know that they're here, but they've worked on.
Probably working.
Yeah, they probably are. Probably getting boats ready for. But they work on the boats and even Bob Morgan's boat, so it was pretty appropriate that they were inducted into the Hall of Fame because they've been a big part of making sure these racers are all up and ready to go. So we appreciate their support over the years. Our next inductee is what's called the Radar Crew, Tony and Michael Wagner and Sandy LaFoon. Come up here, get you guys today. Right in front. Congratulations. Here, you can hold that. Thank you. You bet. Let's get your picture taken here.
Get in there, Ron.
Yeah, come on.
This is just really humbling because
at the end of the day, we do not want to hear the word radar.
Yeah.
We're like the officials in a football game or something. We don't want to be the talk of the town at the end of the day. We just want the racers to have a good time, have fair and accurate scores, and raise a lot of money. So just thank you very much. Thank you to the board.
When we inherited the shootout, we inherited the radar guns that Chief Dorhauer had. And so we have My Way, who says their GPS is 216 miles an hour, or 221 miles an hour, and we have them clocked at 208. And every time they run, 208, 208. So I'm calling these guys on, what's going on? I don't know. All 3 radar guns are saying 208. We don't have anything else. So that's what we go by. So I'm talking to Jeff Dorhauer like a few weeks later, and I'm like, did you hear the story about only 208? And he says, well, Ron, you know those radar guns are only rated for 200 miles an hour. I'm like, are you kidding me? Why am I just now finding this out? So then my call was to Kim Morris, and I said, you better find some new radar guns right now. So we invested a little money in some radar guns, and they're pretty accurate now.
Yeah, good stuff.
The last inductee that we have is been involved in the shootout since he was a kid. And he's always been there. He's one of those guys you can always call, no matter what's going on. You call him, say, hey, I need help with this, please, he's right there. And if it's not him, he brings the whole crew, whatever is needed. And I'm so proud to introduce Mark Monson.
Well, first off, thank you. The credit goes to my team at Polio, my brother, my wife let me do all this crazy stuff. This is pretty cool. Damn it.
He didn't know.
So anyhow,
Keeping a secret was the hardest.
I was like, that's fine. There was more stuff here, so I wasn't quite ready for this. No, but anyhow, if it hadn't been for my family and my work family, I couldn't do the volunteer time that I have. I can call any of those guys at any time and say, hey, we need to go do this. They all just gather around and we just make it happen. And without all that, it just doesn't be there. I started this crazy thing when I was 20 years old, 21 years old. 18, I don't remember. I was young. Dad said, hey, Bob Morgan, we were talking, we're doing this shootout thing. We need you to be a patrol boat. What the hell's a patrol boat? Just go, show up in in fact, I still have the boat, it's parked in my dock. It was the correct craft that Dad just bought. Then show up there, just do whatever they say. I said, okay, so me being an 18, 19-year-old kid, whatever it was, it had big fish wells. I filled it full of beer. And had a few bags of potato chips. I guess I'm a patrol boat. We'll find out what happens. So I got there. The guys sent me out in the course, and they never told me I could come back for food. If they did, I didn't hear it. And so I patrolled all day up and down, ran out of food, ran out of water, so I just drank beer the rest of the day. It was a sight going home, I'm sure. It was a nice mess. But the shootout's been something near and dear to my heart. When this came to Ron, we started talking about doing that. Dad started with a little bit, and he goes, I need you to take over and just make sure it stays. And so we've done that. It turned out amazing, and it just grows every year. So thank you all that you volunteer and all the time.